Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
World's a lot different than the last time we did this, huh?
It feels different.
It's so weird. When it happened, I walked outside and it literally felt like people were relieved.
Bro, you know what's crazy is that I mean, on a large scale, you feel the effects of the president. But on a small scale, on a micro scale, on your level, you don't. There are a couple things that you feel, but most of it is like if you're over a certain tax bracket. Mm-hmm. And I think the thing that Donald Trump presented most to the states and to the world was just the unrest and the constant feel of him encouraging separatism and elitism and racism and just hate in general.
Yeah.
And that you felt on every level, large and small, micro and macro. You felt that on every level. And after we found out that Joe Biden was, the president-elect, I don't know why, it just kind of a certain sense of calm and peace kind of came over. And I know it's a long and treacherous road ahead. He's not going to be able to just throw some dirt or some sand on the flames and diminish it like that. However, I just feel like we have a better driver in the seat leading us forward.
That's really all it is. And before we trigger everybody who's like, well, guess what? You just elected so-and-so and Joe is this and Harris is this. It's just like we're celebrating the removal of a symbol of hate. That's really all we're doing. And the fact that at least Joe Biden isn't out here endorsing white supremacy. You have to understand the difference between that. The difference between somebody who's literally shouting, build a wall, who's literally ripping kids away from their parents just because they're immigrants. The people who's clearly misogynistic and against gay people. For all those people who have been really shit on for the last 4 years, it's just that's what we're celebrating. So just miss us with all that other stuff. We get it. It's not perfect.
Yeah, I get it. we definitely get that, and we're not gonna stay on this for too long because everybody has different views and opinions, and I typically just stay away from that. I feel like it's so crazy that politics is something that affects us all, but it's also something that's so sensitive that you don't feel comfortable talking about it with people outside of your circle because
it's
everybody
easily to divide or somebody says the wrong thing and you're just like, wait.
That's how you feel?
What?
Yeah. And the craziest thing is like most of us, especially people of color, just be like, yo, just be a good person. It's really not like we're like, yeah, man, reparations, everybody, $150,000. It's like, no, just be a good person. Just treat everybody with respect is what a lot of people are just screaming. So, and shout out to our counterparts who are part of the solution, everybody that voted for change, everybody that voted for unity, part of the solution, man. So we appreciate that.
But yeah, like Tahir said, we're not going to stay on the politics side of it for too long. It is what it is. Whether this whole recount thing or the mail-in ballots thing, even though I did get a letter in the mail telling me to re-sign and put something in the mailing boat or my stuff, it wouldn't matter.
I don't know about that. Be careful with that. I don't know who you can reach out to, but do some research on that first.
Yeah, right. But it's weird it's weird because it's like something is trying to happen.
Yeah,
to do something, but I don't really know.
Yeah, because if you resubmit, I was hearing that they were canceling your original vote or something like that. So I would just do the research on that one.
Right. So yeah, be careful about all that kind of stuff. But yeah, what happened, and there are a lot of funny things that happened around the election. So we'll talk about that stuff.
All right. First of all, let me point out how petty Pat was in Vegas this past weekend filming something for All Def Cannabis, right? And the entire time he was trolling Trump like his name was Pat 6ix9ine.
And Trumpies.
Yo, you were trolling so hard.
I live for that kind of stuff. But the only people who were trolling harder than me were the amazing citizens of Washington, D.C.
Oh, man. Hold on. Before we go there, we got to do the welcome song because we might be there for a minute.
I totally forgot about the welcome.
We got to do the welcome song. So let's get those submissions
DC.
For suggestions of genres. Let's go ahead and do it because we're going to get this started and we're going to get it going. Thank you. Shouts out to Jet Life. You know what I'm saying? You see it. Boom. I've had this for a while, but I wasn't able to wear it because it's been so warm in LA. So
nice.
Finally got a chance to wear it, man. So shout out to Jet Life. Shout out to Spitter. You know what I'm saying? For the dopeness.
We got Regulator beat over 80s rap. Love the Regulator beat.
Yeah.
Classic 70s soul, Beatles style. Computer Love, which is just a song.
Yeah.
Swing music, whisper song style.
Call Tyrone, 70s funk, neo soul, doo-wop.
You guys are just doing recommendations. You guys just want to hear an actual song. Whisper song.
I like Regulators. I like
Whisper song. It's a very easy beat to do too.
Okay, I want to do Whisper song.
Yeah. You want to switch because the beat is just boom, 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 boom.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, little hitter, let me whisper in your ear. I got something freaky that you like to hear. Want to show you something about this girl named Mary. Clicked on the link. Damn, it was scary. Panty was dropping. It was hairy. Internet, I say again, you so scary. Let me whisper in your computer. Let me whisper in your laptop. Let me whisper in your ear. And I'm never gonna overstop. Boom, boom, boom.
Let me whisper in your laptop.
Boom, boom, boom.
I like that.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Won't you drink a little dairy? Watch me on damn internet, you're scary. Hey, whole bunch of fucked up shit on the internet. Won't you get you wet? Look at this shit in the ocean. Don't go in there, oh shit. I don't fuck with the ocean. Don't fuck with the ocean. I ain't getting wet. Fuck that. Don't go in there. Please don't go in there. I'm real serious. Do not ever go in the ocean. There's all types of crazy shit in there. Never go in the ocean. Fuck the beat. This is really serious. I'm glad I just got you guys to listen. Don't ever go in any body of water. Not if it's salt. Not if it's clear. Just never. Okay? Just never. Okay? Public service announcement. Hey, how you doing?
No. First of all, two
You
things.
can do that in 2020.
First of all,
You can break out in a message and then bring the beat back.
no one heard you because you actually were really whispering.
Well, you'll
so they
know
don't
me
hear it in
Thursday.
yeah, you guys will just have to watch the beginning of this episode again. But he really was whispering, and the takeaways was don't go in the ocean. That was the main takeaway right there.
I like that, Jeff. Get a bucket and a mop. Okay.
Oh shit.
Cool.
That was great. All right, so back to DC and how they were trolling.
I've never wanted to be in a city. I was in Las Vegas, which, I mean, to me isn't really that fun of a city, but to most people is like a very, very fun city. And I was wishing I was in DC because they were just. I have a couple of them.
Okay. Real quick though, how do you feel about going to the inauguration? You trying to roll to DC for it?
Yes.
I'll do it. I'd be up for going to DC for the inauguration. Y'all trying to?
When is that? January?
I think like January 19th or something like that.
Yes.
I'd fuck with that. I might have to do that.
I'd be a little scared, but I'd be alert. Definitely would be alert. But yeah, man, it was very, very fun in DC. So I can bet that it's going to be fun. It's funny. Listen to this news announcer. He was basically saying how it was surprising how there was no violence. And here's
popping bottles of champagne, some people yelling and screaming. Not a lot of violence or any kind of real commotion here, primarily perhaps because of just how much marijuana is being smoked. The smell of that is quite pungent in the air right now. We had a chance to talk to a couple.
No violence, probably because all of the marijuana. Maybe. Yeah. Or maybe because people never really wanted violence like that. We just wanted Trump out of office. Another one. You are about to lose
your job.
Oh God! This has never happened in history. Like internet culture has taken over, And that was just a meme that went viral. Shout out to the remix god.
Yeah.
What else were they?
Where's the remix god?
They were just in waves. Lock him up.
Lock him up. Yeah, because I heard that he's going to actually be brought up on charges, like when he's no longer the president. Defamation charges and a couple other things. So
tax evasion, like he was.
Bro, that's going to be crazy. You go from the most powerful man in the country, and some may say the world, to losing your job, getting kicked out of your residence, and being brought up on charges. Sheesh.
Oh, it's the worst. But
Sheesh.
I'm here for it. I thought I
Oh, I wanted to show you guys something too. I'm gonna have to send this to Keenan because I told y'all I was serious about that Vegas meetup. I wasn't just talking. And I recently saw. Let me find it. Pat, this is gonna blow your fucking mind too, because I didn't even know you could do this. Damn it. Okay, here it is right here. So you can book this entire hotel starting at basically $9,000.
What?
And it's in Vegas, and I think they got like 500 rooms. So if we did do the link up.
What?
We would probably do it at this hotel.
500 people to come here?
Yeah, I mean, you could book the hotel, but you don't have to use the whole. Yeah, the whole hotel starting at $8,000. I mean, $9,000. So we book the whole hotel. We book all the conference rooms. We have link ups. We do a movie night. We do a pajama jam, and then we do like the meet and greet the first night. But yeah, man, I've been looking. I'm still looking, trying to figure this out. So,
damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
500 rooms. I don't know if this podcast is popping like that.
Well, I don't think we need to get all 500. You don't have to rent. Like when you rent the hotel, you basically is like, all right, I need it for this weekend, and we're gonna need X amount of rooms. So we'll let them know in advance how many rooms we need. But I mean, shit, if we get,
that'd be fun.
I mean, just think about it. Like if 300 people confirm to come. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still a good amount, and they not moving it like this because I'm sure it's not on the strip.
That would be fun.
But I also have a couple car services connect in Vegas, so we can link up with them, and we can just get as many discounts all around to make it like an all inclusive thing. Just off the gate, I'm probably thinking that it's probably going to be somewhere around $350, $500 per person or per group, depending on if you guys are staying in the same room together, and we'll try to make that like inclusive for the whole weekend, and then we'll try to take care of at least 2 of your meals with that 500 as well. So I'm gonna reach out to all the contacts, but if you guys are interested in it, you already know, you know how I get down. You know what I'm all about planning and making sure shit is dope. But yeah,
they planning roommates already.
Hey man, it is what it is.
What Oak said, I want my own room. Yeah, that's my shit. I'm my own room. Nobody better try to bunk with me. I ain't bunking with nobody on my own bed.
Absolutely. I mean, we're probably going to, I mean, they have to have some suite, so we probably just have to grab a presidential suite or something like that.
Okay, with the penthousey.
But yeah, man. And I mean, shit, we in Vegas, there's going to be tons of food. There's going to be tons of stuff to do. And if there isn't, like, you can't get to the food, like, you don't feel like renting a car or something like that, then, I mean, you could always Postmates. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not do Postmates? We do it. Actually, we're doing Postmates right after this for lunchtime lottery, and it only makes sense. Like, why would you not do Postmates? That is exactly what it's for. When you need something to eat or you need a good and you're not able to get around the way you want, or sometimes you just don't feel like it. Your Postmates. I mean, if you're like me and Pat, like he told you a number of times, like we're about to order lunch, but I'm already thinking about what I want for dinner. And a lot of us are like this. We just love eating.
I started doing this thing where I started racing my Postmates driver. Like, I'll be somewhere that's not my house, and I'll order it, and I'll see the time, and I'll try to race him there. And sometimes I get there right when he's there, and I'm like,
I do that when I'm using the bathroom, when I pee, try to time the end of the pee with the.
So what about Postmates? What else about Postmates?
Well, you know, you can get food delivered without leaving the house, and all you have sometimes actually you don't even have to open your front door. They'll set it down and let you know, hey, your Postmates driver is arriving, and you know, just for contactless delivery, they set it down in front of your door. You don't even have to open the door. You get it after the fact, and it's important that we obviously observe the quarantine that is still in effect, and also just trying to be as safe as possible, but also supporting the local businesses in your area. That's what's going to keep them alive during all of this, and also make sure that they are still there when all of this is over. Because like we all have that one restaurant in our neighborhood that we love, you know what I'm saying? But you don't think about it until you're hungry. You know what I'm saying? Those people have to think about that every day. They're living that every day. So to make sure that they are there when all of this is over, this is a great way that you can support them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And also Postmates is not just for food. You can have things delivered from Walgreens or 7-Eleven. Postmates will drop it outside of your door. So just download the Postmates app on iOS or Android and find your favorites and get anything you want delivered within the hour. And for a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $5 off your first 5 orders for your first 7 days. Oof. To save $5 on your first 5 deliveries, all you need to do is download the app and use the code YouScary. That's YOUSCARY. Again, that code is YouScary, YOUSCARY. And for $5 off for your first 5 orders when you download Postmates app.
It's delivery fees.
Yeah, it really is. Or sign up online. Anything you need, they can have it to you. That's within your first 7 days of signing up. So get to ordering.
I have a theory that when Postmates leaves it on your door and you don't see the driver, that's when the guy on the flying bike. Like I feel like you missed it. Like I have like I'm really paranoid. Like I try to like run out and I look up like Santa Claus or the stork. I feel like he just leaves it and just flies off.
I love it.
Postmates.
I love it.
But back to the pettiness of the I think the overall theme of today is petty.
I'm with it.
This has nothing to do with the election, but I just wanted to share this. In 2012, a dude in Chicago bought a car for $600.
Right.
He registered it in his ex-girlfriend's name and then parked it at the O'Hare Airport, and it racked up 678 parking tickets, totaling $105,000, $761.80.
That's amazing.
And I'm if that was it might just be an internet myth, but I like it.
That is amazing. That level of petty is what I strive to get at. I'm not there yet. That is like Darth Vader.
Ooh,
petty. Like that is.
Was Darth Vader petty?
I mean,
is he just a villain?
You're about to kill me, and I relieve I'm your dad. I reveal to you that I'm your dad. It's like, wait, you knew all this time? It's like, yeah, nigga, I know. I shot that club up.
Yeah. He also left an area this big that could, if you shot it, it'd blow up the entire base and everybody who worked for him. That is pretty petty. He's like, no, that's fine.
Oh, man.
I just want to give people hope. No one's gonna actually do it.
That is super petty,
Your
bro.
Whole staff, everything y'all ever worked for. But yes, pettiness.
I'm here for it.
But DC, they were showing out. They were singing WAP in front of the White House.
Yeah, I don't know what that had to do with anything.
That's just having a good
fun
time.
It's just
crazy to have people dancing in the streets.
Bro, they had the balloon. Did you see the one with the balloon? They had the truck. That was like within 3 hours.
Parades.
Imagine
full parades. Because you got fired.
Imagine losing your job and 3 hours later somebody has an inflatable with you. It's just like, I don't think anybody has there ever been a reaction like this toward a president losing? I don't feel like that ever has been. I'm sure there have been some big reactions, some big sighs of relief, celebrations, but never like this where other countries like.
Every race? No.
Yeah.
I'm sure when George Washington was out, niggas hate that dude. How did they do it back then? He was for sure not elected out, right? Did presidency just end?
I don't know how long. Let me find out how long George Washington was president, because that's a good question.
Did they even do the whole 4 years thing, or was it just like, all right, you got the strongest face out of all of us. You could lead with your racist dentures.
Wooden dentures too.
No, slave teeth. You never heard those dark stories?
Oh,
it
wow.
was he ripped the teeth out of his slaves and said, "Pop."
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, pretty dark. We just got the cherry tree stories when we were kids.
All right, so he was president from April 30th, 1789.
Damn, that sounds like a racist year.
To March 4th, 1797. So he almost served as president for 10 years. That's when they was like, all right, we
need to break this up.
We got to get a handle on this shit.
That's really interesting. I never knew
10
that.
years is, almost 10 years is a long time to be a president.
Wow. A decade of Washington?
Yeah.
Just strong face after strong face. No, every photo, he didn't switch it up. It was just year after year, just strong face.
Yeah. Yeah. Thomas Jefferson did 2 terms. He went from March 4th to 1801 to March 4th, 1809.
So it was 8 years by then.
By that time.
So was it 8 years after after Washington?
I don't know. Abraham Lincoln did 4 years. He did March 4th, 1861 to April 15, 1865. John Adams did 1797. So I guess he was right after Washington to 1801, March 4th, 1801. So I guess right after Washington, they was like, okay, listen, this is what the fuck we're gonna do. Okay, a presidential term is 4 years, and then you could get reelected, do another 4 years, but that's it. Okay, that's it. You know what's crazy? I wonder when they had to put some rules in place of like, if you ran for president, you can't run for vice president. Because imagine if Joe Biden ran and he had Obama as his running mate.
Oh, and you just doubled down?
He just doubled down. They got another 8 years.
If you're that liked, I mean, that's like how the Patriots had that run. It was just like, you can't do nothing about it, so just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Yo, I had this crazy founding fathers fact. I can't believe we actually naturally transitioned. I was like waiting for a time to bring this up. All right. And this was George Washington. All right, get this. At George Washington 17, when did he get elected? Diselected? 1787, right?
1789.
When he was done?
No, he was done at 1797.
97. Okay. So, get this. He had a party, a farewell party, and attendees consumed 60 bottles of claret, 54 bottles of Madeira, 22 bottles of porter, 8 bottles of whiskey, 8 bottles of hard cider, and 7 bowls of alcoholic punch. 55 people at the party.
Oh, they was fucked up.
I had no idea they was getting turned up like that.
They was lit. Oh, bro, that was straight from there to the hotel lobby. After the lobby is the after party. They was playing R. Kelly back then. They was wilding out.
That is nuts. I mean, I'm guessing they weren't. They probably didn't have like the new age like drugs that people up there do, like cocaine and heroin and all that stuff. So they were probably just liquored out like crazy. Well, I mean, they were probably smoking stuff, right?
Oh yeah, they might have
Opium
some
is
wacky,
not new.
wacky backy. Somebody shout out to Pink Doberman because she just hit me to Franklin D. Roosevelt, FDR. FDR was president from March 4th, 1933 until April 12th, 1945. He did 12 years.
Who? Roosevelt?
FDR.
Wait, why though? If it had been,
I don't know how this was possible. He was the 32nd president, and there it is. How did FDR serve 4 terms? Roosevelt was the first and only president to serve more than 2 terms. The amendment was passed by Congress in 1947. All right, so we were wrong, and was ratified by the states on 27th of February 1951.
when they do dates like that.
Yeah, it's
On
very
27
European.
February.
Truman nearly served all of Roosevelt's unexpired 4th term and then was elected president once more, serving his own 4 terms. So Harry Truman took over after FDR, but yeah, man,
That's too long.
That's a long time to have the same. I mean, at that point, it's just a
Except
dictatorship. That's just a king.
Yeah,
You might as well just be a king. At that
Oh,
point.
they're saying it was because of the Depression too, and there was no laws against it. Look at the smart people in the Scary Squad.
I love it, man. I love it. Thank y'all, Scary Squad, hipping us. Cause I would have kept it going. I thought they had did it right after Washington, but evidently, nope.
Damn, George Washington was turned up. That's nuts.
I'm still tripped off of how much liquor that they have.
They were. The comment said, "Thou Thou shalt turneth up.
Bro, like, jeez Louise, that is, yeesh.
Speaking of turned up, you know what? I'm going to save this because this is just great. But I just want to say that we will be bringing up Trump. Trump has had a voter fraud hotline for you to report if you've seen voter fraud, and the prank calls. Have you heard them?
Not.
Bro.
Yes, please. Is that what we're coming back to later on?
We're going to wait on that one.
Oh,
but my God. I was in the airport dying. I love people. I love people.
That's going to be great.
But
that
for now.
It's going to be great.
There was a town in Kentucky that actually elected a French Bulldog named Wilbur as its new mayor.
Come on, bro. See, this is why it's essential to stop doing this foolishness with Kanye, with what was the gorilla's name?
Harambe.
Harambe. Like, bro, come on, man. This y'all play too much, man. Somebody should have told y'all to go to bed more because y'all play too much.
Yes, this was according to the New York Post. Rabbit Hash, an unincorporated community along the Ohio River, announced on Tuesday via the town's Historical Society Facebook page that it elected a French Bulldog named Mayor Beast as the new mayor. It had over 13,000 votes, which was the highest winning total ever, and it had an election total of 22,985 votes. He beat his rivals, a beagle named Jack Rabbit and a golden retriever named Poppy, by over 10,000 votes.
So wait, is this the mayor's dog, the mayoral dog? I'm thinking like this was actual, like they wrote this in the ballot. It was like, yeah, this dog needs to run. He gets it.
Well, no, I mean, it's obviously something white and stupid.
Bro, I don't know because Harambe was on the actual presidential ballot.
No. No. Okay, this is like a thing that they do.
Okay,
so
bruh, I'm like, what's happening? Just when I think there's hope for humanity, I hear something like this, and I'm just like, are you serious? What is happening?
Well, it's pet politics. Tahir,
shut up, talk to me.
He was named the mayor of Rabbit Hash, which is only a tiny town of 500 people. So low key, they probably just didn't care. Yeah. It was real. But it says that the town's never had a human mayor. Each election cycle, people from around the world cast their votes to elect a dog one. It's mostly just fun and a distraction from the tension of human politics. But each voter pays $1 per vote, and the proceeds go to a historical society. But they raised almost $23,000 this year.
Okay, cool, man. All right.
Shit like this get more attention than when we be asking for some serious shit. But no, that's all good. Low key, it's all good.
He ain't even a resident of that county. He ain't a mayor and shit. What do you get as the mayor? You get free dog food for life, or be like that's.
What if you got like a racist dogs? Because I have for sure seen racist dogs. So
listen, if it's a what is a canine German Shepherd? I just assume every German Shepherd is brought up in a racist household. Tom Bell has a really funny joke. He was an old joke, but he was like the German Shepherd was the mascot for the civil rights movement.
Yeah, between the civil rights pictures, the police use them primarily. Yeah, they just, German.
You just always see them doing like about to bite somebody black, and you just be like,
never seen a black person cuddle up with one either.
Nah, man, evil dogs, man. It's bites and hoses. It's just fire hoses and German shepherds everywhere. That's my worst nightmare. Walking to a warehouse with that.
Well, speaking of nightmare, here's another weird vote. There was a Republican North Dakota state legislative candidate who died from COVID, and he won the election. They elected someone who did not make it. It said a month after he died of complications from COVID, he won a seat in the state legislature, which is pretty sad. He was a cattle rancher and a land developer. His name is David Andal. And he spent 16 years serving on the Zoning and Planning Commission, and 8 of those years he served as a chairperson. and he won 35% of the vote. Yeah, that's weird. They literally elected someone who had passed on to the state legislature.
So let me ask you this: like, what, he died and they just kept him on the ballot, or he died after winning? Like, what is that about? Like, how do you not?
Months through, I mean, I guess so.
How do you not call somebody and alert them and make that change?
I don't know. You probably have a bad reception, too angry at your phone, bad service, all of that.
You know what they should have did?
What should they have done?
They should have switched to Mint Mobile.
They should have switched to Mint.
Okay, it's
Mobile.
the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, and now Mint Mobile is introducing that unlimited data plan for just $30 a month. Let that sink in, people. Okay, an unlimited plan for just $30 a month.
Jesus,
how much is your soon-to-be ex-wireless provider charging you?
$150.
Woo! I'm about that. My bill is literally like $489 every month.
That's
this, and I'm not even gonna tell y'all who I'm with, but you can pretty much guess. But I mean, for people that hate their phone bill and they're ready to cut ties with a big wireless, Mint Mobile offers you their premium unlimited plan for just $30 a month. And by going online only, eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes significant savings to you. All plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
5Gs?
Yeah. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with your existing contacts. Boom. And if you're not 100% satisfied, 100% all the way, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee.
You got a week,
man. Break up with your big wireless provider and switch to Mint Mobile's premium unlimited data plan for $30 a month.
That was it.
Okay, to get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $30 a month and get the plan shipped to you to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/DIYS. Again, that Mint Mobile, MINTMOBILE.com/DIYS. Cut your unlimited wireless service bill down to $30 a month. Just $30 a month at mintmobile.com/DIYS.
Mint Mobile. Freshen up your phone bill.
Oh, yeah. My boy.
I'm giving out slogans.
All right.
If you guys are listening, which I'm assuming you are.
Yeah.
You guys can take these slogans for free on the house. Freshen up that phone bill.
I like it.
Yeah.
They said I look like the Good Luck Care Bear. Goodness gracious.
That's good. That's pretty cool. That's like the green Care Bear had a very specific green. And that's it. Who said that?
Hippie Gold said that. And somebody else said I was out here looking fresh and minty. Oh, that was Hippie again.
Low-key. Very mint.
Somebody said I'm a whole mascot out here. I look like a big scoop of mint chip. All right. I'll take that.
Good ice cream.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is good ice cream.
They said I was rocking the Mint Mobile uniform. I didn't even make that correlation, but you are not wrong. They said I was dressed like Mint Mobile. Okay, there we go.
Moving on. Interestingly enough, as much as we've been making jokes about it on online and assuming, it came out that Melania Trump is reportedly counting the minutes until the divorce. So that moving truck,
really,
that moving truck that we saw, oh man, it said reportedly she's so fed up with her husband Don that she is counting the minutes until she can divorce him, a former aide claims. It says that she negotiated a post-nuptial agreement which guarantees that her son Barron will get an equal share of the Trump fortune before she goes. She's trying to hook the son up.
Gotta look out for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
But it says she has long suffered through this transactional marriage and reportedly cried the night Donald Trump was elected president because she never expected him to win.
No one did, Melania. No one did.
Which is wild. You just trying to do this quick thing, get in the country, and then your husband wins the presidency. And it says that fellow ex-aide, I can't pronounce the name, claims that Melania did not leave sooner because she was afraid of what Trump would do if she did.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it says it would be the ultimate humiliation to leave while he's in office.
No one could. You could. Listen, I'm going to have to do the research before I just say I'm not aware of any president losing their wife during the president. I mean, outside of maybe someone passing or something like that. I haven't heard anything like that.
Like losing. Like
I'm out.
I'm out. Yeah. I mean, almost. We almost lived through an almost, but they got it together. It's just but and now it's coming out that she's urging Trump to just accept the election loss. It seems like his inner circle is starting to just be like, "Yo, fam,
let it go, bro.
Let's
let it go, bro.
Let's pack it up."
Yeah.
But you know who won't pack it up? His followers. This is
they've ruined that song for me, because how are you so ignorant you don't realize how winning and losing works? How are you the champions if
going
you
out
lost?
Sad. And it's funny, that was also it's interesting that they ended with "of the world," because that was one of the Mandela effect things. That's not how it ends.
It's not? How's it go?
I don't know. I mean, I confirm this. If you go to the end of that song, it does not end with "of the world."
All right, I gotta check it out now. Come on, internet, don't let me down.
No, you can't. We're gonna get flagged.
I know. I said I'm just gonna read them. I'm not gonna play it. No, they do say "of the world."
No, he says it. That's not how you end it.
Okay.
See, look. See how it fades out?
You're the champion.
One of the Mandela effects was that it end with like this long "of the world."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's not how it happens. And neither is Trump staying in office. Sorry, guys. That was one of the funny ones. And then in the ultimate pettiness, law enforcement just came out and said that they will remove Trump out of the White House if he loses the election and refuses to go. So it's
getting real.
It is getting real.
It's getting
He might have to build that wall. He might have to build
around the White House so they can't penetrate it. Can you imagine him trying to hire some contractors like, they want to build a big wall around the White House. They'd be like, no, it's fine. I'm going to stay. No, you're not, nigga. Get out of here. It's going to be very great. It's going to be very big. It's going to block out the sun. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of our office.
So, real quick, speaking of not wanting your husband to win the presidency, Kim Kardashian actually just posted a photo of Joe Biden and Miss Harris going like this with hearts. And somebody retweeted it saying, "Imagine not voting for your own husband, though."
Hey, listen.
I don't think Melania voted Trump.
If she wise, she didn't, because she ready to get up out of there.
That's wild. Kim voted Joe.
Here's the thing, bro. It's like, come on, man. Like, I genuinely believe that Kim cares for Kanye. Mm-hmm. She wants his best interest. She knows that's not in his best interest, and she also knows he's not in the United States' best interest. So,
no,
she did the right thing.
That's crazy. She probably looked at the votes like, fam, that's wild. And it's crazy. There's a meme going around that's making fun of him. I don't know if I saved it, but here it is. It's Kanye's after voting results came out, because there was this dude who was a Punjab candidate cries after only getting 5 votes. Says there are 9 members in his own family. You can't really come back from that.
I mean, it kind of lets you know something, bro. You know what I'm saying? They not really rocking with you like that. Just let it go.
But
chalk it up.
Yeah, I mean, Kim, I don't blame her. It's like,
no,
so
you don't want
you're not
Kanye,
even in between a rock and a hard place.
Even as a joke, you don't want Kanye responsible for this country for 4 years. I don't understand why people would even play like that. Like what?
Right.
Like, I hope and pray that the people that voted for him aren't people who vote on a regular basis or vote in the primaries or, any of that type of stuff. Because I mean, like, why? Even as a joke, like, it's people that come on Zooming with the homies as soon as I started just to dislike the video.
Really?
I'm sure they're not subscribed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they don't actually dislike the video. Some people just do it for attention because when I highlight it and make mention of it, they'll go back and the dislikes will go down. It'll be at like 8, and I'll mention it, and then it'll go down to like 5 or like 4. So, but to me, it's like, wait, you're not subscribed, so you have to set an alert or reminder to just come on my page and dislike the video.
It's really sad if you think about it.
What's wrong with you? You ain't got nothing to do. All the coloring books are done at your house. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you think about it, like from like pondering, and you're just like, why would somebody do that? You'll drive yourself crazy. But if you really just think about it, it's just like, that's pretty. I don't know. That's really sad to be alerted. To set an alert for negativity, like if you set an alert and you're like, oh yes, this is on, like that makes total sense. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
But to set an alert like, oh, I'm gonna go shit on this person, like that is really, really sad. I don't like that. Like not even from your point of view, it's like from theirs.
I hate that YouTube
deeply troubling.
Doesn't show you because it's like I would just block them. You think you're funny? Okay, well you never have to experience this again. Like boom, you block. But it's just like why? You ain't got nothing else to do.
Let them do their thing.
You walk your dog already? Did you help your kid with the homework? You ain't got nothing to do. Just go somewhere.
That's a good transition. Speaking of people with nothing to do, remember Larsa Pippen?
No, who was that?
Larsa Pippen is
Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Oh, the one that she played Scottie Pippen for Future, right?
Played Scottie Pippen for Future, but a lot of people don't know. Well, a lot of people do, but you know, our circles don't really go in deep into this. She was the one who tipped off Khloe about Jordan Woods, right?
Did not know that.
She was the one who told on Jordan about Tristan. Mm-hmm. So now she's back in headlines because she went on a podcast, which just some people shouldn't do. You know, like just. Some people should just be famous how they're famous, not talking. She went on and revealed that she was actually dating Tristan before Khloe Kardashian, and she went to a party and introduced Tristan to the Kardashians, and then a week later, Khloe was with Tristan. So it was just like, first of all, like I just dove into it like, okay, this couldn't have been any messier.
Right.
Who cares, right? But then it got out, like, people were, like, doing the math, and they were like, sis, weren't you married at the time? So now it's like, she's, like, on this whole thing, like, I mean, yeah, Khloe, they started talking. I don't care. I'm not really, like, that type of person. I'm all about love, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not even that type of person. But it was just, like, she's crazy messy, and now she's bringing this, like, back up. But it was essentially like, yo, you introduced your side dude to the Kardashians. Khloe stole your side dude, and then you tipped her off that she was talking to. I was just like, yo, what is going on in some of these circles? Like, I could not live in this environment. This is a petri dish. Also, Tristan is just, meanwhile, just like
flourishing.
Hey, what's up? All these headlines are going on
more
about
vagina.
him.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
okay.
More vagina? Absolutely. Thank you. Hey, I love it. Like, more. So
He's
much.
not speaking on any of this.
I'm going to need more hands. He's keeping it G. He ain't speaking on nothing. He's doing a way better job than August Alsina.
Facts. But yeah, just all types of messy. And then she somehow transitioned into Kanye West has literally brainwashed all the Kardashians into not liking her, keeping certain people out of the circle. But it's weird because I'm not gonna play it.
Who, Jordan or
this Larsa Pippen girl?
Oh my god!
But it's like she even said in the interview, she was like, I was at this party and Travis Scott came up to me, and then by the end of the party, he was calling Kylie, saying I was trying to hit on him, and it's like, that's not even my style. Like, why would I even do that? I'm all about love and blah. She kept saying I'm all about love and stuff, but then everybody was just like, but Future, why would Travis call Kylie and be like, she's hitting on me if you weren't? It's just like, if my whole thing is that if all that were true, that's why your reputation is so important, because it's like, you did all that messy stuff and now you're trying to say all this stuff. It's like, you already were proven as messy. So it's like, if people just watch patterns.
Just saying. So that's why I'm just saying some people just don't have to say anything. You could be quiet. You could be at these parties, you know what I'm saying, on your phone.
Keeping the sound out.
Boom. Just not even like, just be present sometimes. You don't always have to speak. You could literally be at these parties. You got long hair. You could have some Raycons in, just doing your own thing, not even just smiling and nodding. And people are like, oh, the music's loud. She didn't even hear me when I said hello. And nobody even know. Just blocking it out. But no, you want to be all in the mix. And now people are realizing who you are. I don't know why you wouldn't be in there with some Raycons on. Okay, they're very discreet. All right, the seamless Bluetooth pairing. They're comfortable. They're noise isolating. Ooh. I mean, they have a brand new fit, and they have the charging case. They got everything you need to be successfully.
Looks cool when it charges too.
Undisruptive at this party, but no, you want to go in there instead of listening to something with amazing audio quality. You know what I'm saying? Comparable to the premium brands, but half the price.
Oh, the bass.
And the bass.
Oh, the bass.
Who don't want that bass?
It all comes down to the bass. Because when I grew up just thinking if they were earbuds, you're just not gonna get the bass.
Right.
But they got the bass.
They got the bass.
They got the bass.
They got the bass. They got the seamless Bluetooth pairing. They're comfortable. Again, noise isolating. You start listening as soon as you put it in your ears. Boom, it's already going. There's no lagging or anything like that. They're perfect for calls, perfect for music, perfect for work and play, home or on the go while you at your party, not in everybody else's business. Jeez Louise, lady. You know what? For all of you guys that want to take advantage of this, because these are perfect for Christmas. These are amazing gifts. Oh, yeah. They fit in stockings. They come in a box, so they're easy to wrap. Whatever you want to do, you ain't gonna break the bank. Come on. And that technology, this is where it's going. Okay, they're going to earbuds. So go ahead and grab you a pair right now. Get a pair for a friend or a family member. All you have to do right now is go to buyraycon.com/DIYS today and unlock exclusive deals up to 20% off of your Raycon order. But hurry, because this offer is only available for a limited time and you don't want to miss it. So that's buyraycon.com/DIYS to unlock up to 20% off your Raycons. Again, one more time, buyraycon.com/DIYS to receive up to 20% off your Raycon order. Do it now.
Please. You know you have 30 Zoom calls a day. And just be considerate. Nobody else in your house is trying to hear all that. Block it out. You get the Raycons and block all that out for them too. It's not just for you. It's for everybody else in your vicinity.
Thank you,
man. Speaking of not caring about anybody else in your vicinity, there was literally a man who went into Yellowstone National Park.
Okay.
And he tried to fry chicken in the hot springs. Say that one more time. There was a man banned, not a Florida man, because this is in Yellowstone. Man banned from Yellowstone National Park after trying to fry chicken in the hot springs. 2 years, by the way. He's banned for 2 years, just in case you wanted to know the time you would have to do. This happened on August 7th when park rangers found cooking pots and 2 whole chickens in a burlap sack at the Shoshone Geyser Basin. 1 month after the discovery, so I guess he wasn't there. That's funny. 1 month after the discovery, the Idaho Falls resident pleaded guilty before a Mammoth Hot Springs court. So I had to stop for a second. I didn't know that was a thing.
I did not know.
That's why I like reading these live. So one more time. It's happened when park rangers found cooking pots and 2 whole chickens in a burlap sack. And then a month later, after the discovery, the Idaho Falls resident pleaded guilty before a Mammoth Hot Springs court on September 10th and was sentenced to pay a $1,200 fine. He also had been sentenced to serve 2 years of probation without supervision and to be banished from the famous national park. 2 other individuals were also cited by park rangers for the act. Park officials state they have issued several warnings about the hot springs since contact with the liquid can cause severe or fatal burns on the body. So it really was hot enough to cook then.
Right. But here's my thing. So, and somebody just pointed this out in the comments. So he had a skillet, and I'm guessing if he was trying to fry it, he had chicken grease. So he was trying to heat the grease up in the skillet and then put the chicken in there, or because Otherwise, he's just boiling it, right? But you wouldn't put the chicken actually in the hot spring.
Ooh. Check this headline out. Shout out to New York Post. Plot to fry chicken in Yellowstone geyser lands 3 in hot water.
Yeah, because you can't do that by yourself. You got to have somebody there with you to document
They had
that.
a team like Ocean's 11. But yeah, it says that there were 2 whole birds simmering away. And then it says nearby was a pot. I wish they gave. I want like extreme details because I really want to know.
I want visuals. I want to see the pictures that the authorities took to get a better idea
They always
of
have
what
to
he was
take
trying
pictures,
to do.
right?
Yeah, if it's a crime scene investigation of crime was committed, they have to take pictures, and I want to see those pictures because
it says the Rangers caught him because they received reports of a group hiking with cooking pots. So they were just out there with skillets and
Crisco.
Oh my God!
I bet it. They said it in the comments, but I bet it was still unseasoned. I bet they didn't take the essentials. Yeah. I bet they didn't take the salt, pepper, the Laris.
Dang. Water temperature can get from 180 to 196 Fahrenheit. That's insane. That'll do it, right?
Yeah, that's all you need.
That'll do it. It's like it's like every article is more into how they got caught than how it was fried, and I really really want to know.
The stuff that we really want to know is like,
yeah,
man, come on, let me know.
Everyone just says it was simmering in a burlap sack with cooking utensils nearby. That must have been the only thing that was put on every report. But I love this. I want to know exactly how they were cooking it. But nope, everybody just says burlap sack.
Again, I'm sure they were cooking it unseasoned.
You frying the whole bird? Is that a thing?
I mean, I guess if you deep fry it,
is that
like
like
how they do a turkey? You know what I'm saying? When they fry a turkey, they just put the whole thing in the pot with the oil and they fry it that way. But I mean, I guess if the pot's big enough, you can fry the whole chicken like that. I mean, typically you do it in pieces because pots aren't big enough, and you know they cook more even when you cut it like that. So I don't know, man. I wouldn't be doing it. It's not something I want to try.
Well, I wonder if it was good. You think it was probably caught?
They left it,
finished,
right?
Huh?
Yeah, they said they left, right?
I think they probably walked away to fry it. It was probably taking a long time, and then they were just like they came back and the spot was hot, so they dipped.
The block is hot. The block is hot.
I think the cops tried it. I feel like if it was a hot springs, I feel like that water would affect the chicken, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
weird. The minerals and I'm not chancing that, bro.
That says
I'm not chancing that at all.
That says Caucasus all over it. All over it. The Caucasus Mountains.
I'll pass.
Speaking of food, I think you did a video on this.
I did.
Where is Arby's getting all of this money? The owner of Arby's just purchased Dunkin' and Baskin-Robbins for $11 billion.
Yeah.
Dunkin' is huge, by the way. I mean, it's really big in Japan, right? Or Asia?
I don't know. But I've never been a huge fan of it, so ill.
I might be thinking of Yum Yum, but Jesus Christ. It says a total of $11.3 billion. They just acquired Dunkin' Brands Group, and which also owns Jimmy John's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Sonic's, and Dunkin' owns Baskin-Robbins. So
yeah.
Arby's owns all of that now.
Well, I think it's the owner of Arby's. Like, he owns Sonic and all of the company that owns.
Oh, so Arby's didn't buy it. Literally, that one dude did.
Yeah, the owner of that business that owns all of these businesses. I think.
No. Inspire Brands. Yeah.
Yeah, Inspire Brands.
Inspire Brand. Okay, so it's not like the one dude. It is the company that owns Arby's.
Yes.
Okay, so it says co-founder and CEO of Inspire Brands, Paul Brown. He said in a statement, by joining Inspire, these brands will add complimentary guest experiences and occasions to our current portfolio, which sounds pretty impressive. He also stated that further, they will strengthen and inspire through their scaled international platform and robust consumer packaged goods licensing infrastructure, as well as add more than 15 million loyalty members. That was just a rich talk for saying we're going to make a lot more money.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely they are. I'm gonna be honest with you. Again, I said it in my video. I don't know where all of these Arby's are. I know that they're big out east, I think, and maybe in the Midwest some parts. I know in St. Louis, I only knew of one. However, evidently it's popping. It's the same thing with Sonics, though. You don't see a lot of Sonics. Like, I only know 2 Sonics out here. Dunkin' Donuts just got out on the West Coast. Like, it just got here like a year and a half ago. But what's crazy is I saw commercials for Dunkin', like, when I was still working at CarMax, I was seeing commercials for Dunkin'. I'm like, why are they showing commercials out here? We don't have any on the East Coast, on the West Coast. But I don't know, man.
That is that is something. All right. So before we get into these prank calls, I got some death stories too. What should we do first?
Let's.
Got some dark stuff.
And all right, let's say the dark stuff for the end.
Okay.
Let's do some prank calls right now.
Prank calls right now.
Yes,
okay.
Let's go.
So, as I said earlier, the Trump campaign set up a voter fraud hotline to basically snitch on people who you think is committing voter fraud and trying to swing it to the Democrats. This led to hundreds of calls a day from pranksters who were poking fun at Trump's defeat. And oh my God, I just gotta play it.
This is a hotline to report incidents of voter fraud.
Okay, yeah, I saw what I believe is a voter fraud situation.
Okay, please describe it for me.
So I saw a man. He walked into this building, and he was wearing black. He had a black hat, black mask, a striped shirt, and a red tie. And I believe there were hamburgers in his bag. And he was saying "robble, robble" as he was exiting the building, like a burglar. I think he's probably Antifa. Can I speak to Rudy Giuliani?
That nigga reported the Hamburglar.
Yo,
he said "robble, robble."
The fact I love the bloop bloop at the end, the hang up. There's like, it's not a fucking game.
We will put that in the edit so you guys can hear it a little bit more clearly, Scary Squad. But he reported the Hamburglar. I think he had some hamburgers. He had a black mask, a red tie. He said "robble, robble." All right, here's another one.
Yeah, I'd like to report an incident of voter fraud.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I committed some voter fraud. I'm very proud of it, and I'd like to tell Mr. Rudy Giuliani about it.
Great.
Awesome. My name is Stan Pines, Pinees. You got that down?
Yeah.
So, I went in there, and I had a big old sack, and I just started taking ballots out of the box. And I didn't even try to hide it. I waved to the crowd, I blew them kisses, and I think I'm kind of a local hero, and I'd like Rudy to give me a medal or something. She hung up on me.
He yelled that in character. She hung up on me. Oh, I love it. I love it. They really did that. I love how people are showing up.
They are acting all the way out.
The internet is
I ain't mad at it.
Undefeated. That nigga reported the Hamburglar.
Him reporting the Hamburglar though is hilarious.
That is legendary.
Because why would he be there? Why would the Hamburglar be there? It's so stupid.
Ridiculous. Ridiculante. All right. What else?
Oh my God.
Have we got?
That's so stupid.
Okay. So here is something that is pretty funny. So after this election, this election legalized marijuana in a couple of states, and everybody's trying to like figure it out. Everybody's kind of like trying it for the first time. That plus the election, I heard that the night of the election, alcohol sales shot up. Liquor stores were going crazy because It was a stressful week.
It is.
I know that it's never been like a quick process to count ballots, but this one just felt extra long. I mean, it was like an extra few days than usual.
Absolutely, it's
even
never that
first
long.
few days just felt like forever because like somebody even said it was like waiting for like an STD report or something like that, or a test or like a bad or like a medical test. But everybody is just like so stressed out. I mentioned this before. Google searches how to roll a joint in Spike in New Jersey after marijuana's legalized. Everybody's just kind of like, everybody's just turning up.
Hey man, listen, I'm telling you though, I don't know what they doing in other countries, bro, and what was done in the past, but this is definitely like a small sigh, like not even a small. This is like a heavy sigh, like. All right, now I mean we still got a long road ahead of us. We still got work to do, but like it definitely is like, whew. And there was a lot of states that legalized other things too. Like what was it? Was it
hard drugs?
Drugs.
Oregon or Ohio?
I feel like it was Oregon, but like yeah, they. Who at least? Let me find out for sure.
They were just like, we good. You just
let me find out for
have
sure
fun
who it
out
was.
there, you know.
Who legalized hard drugs?
Legalized Oregon. Yep.
Oregon, yeah. It would make sense. Oregon, they been with it. They been with the shits. They been with the weed thing. They just like, bro. I mean, come on, it's just coke.
That's wild. Decriminalized the possession of heroin, methamphetamines, LSD, oxycodone, and other hard drugs.
I heard the purpose of that was so that the people would get the help they need versus the jail time. Because if you're addicted and you want to stop but you don't have it, like this will open up funding for that for people that need the rehab and can't afford it, or they might not have family there to help them through it. So this will create, hopefully the right path for that.
It says instead of going to trial and facing possible jail time, a person would have the option of paying a $100 fine or attending new addiction recovery centers funded by millions of dollars of tax revenue from Oregon's legalized, regulated marijuana industry. Might work. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. I'm gonna just stick to drinking. That's my thing. Yep. I'm good at it. I like to think I'm not a professional, but I'm semi-pro. You know what I'm saying? I'm somewhat of a semi-pro when it comes to it.
I'm being scouted.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A couple people have pulled a couple colleges. They be like, yo, we like what you're doing. Would you like host some of our parties? And I'm like, I don't know. We'll see about it. But I mean, like, even with that, like, it's all about just doing it responsibly.
Yep.
Not waking up feeling all messed up with that fog and all of that. And the best way to do that, besides moderation, is to use DHM Detox. Okay, it is the best way to do that. DHM Detox is a vitamin for people who like to drink. All right, tens of thousands of people are using DHM Detox as their drinking buddy, and I do it as well. Actually, while Pat finishes the rest of this copy, I'm going to order some more DHM in real time.
That's not fair because look at this. Look. I literally had DHM ready to purchase because I'm sick of not having it. I think I ran out like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and it's ridiculous. So we're clearly fans. Tahir's gonna buy his. I'm gonna buy mine in a second. But essentially, DHM Detox is a vitamin for people who like to enjoy drinking, and tens of thousands of people are using DHM Detox. We're about to renew our subscription right now. It's our new drinking buddy. It's time to start taking care of yourself and thinking about the next day. And the fact that I have had less than 5 hangovers since I've even come into contact with DHM, because you get caught slipping one day and you don't have your DHM on you. But the fact that hangovers aren't really a thing in my life anymore because of this is perfect. So enjoy your drinks and forget the hangover the next day feeling like garbage. Their whole thing is saying no days wasted. That's their whole slogan, because they use science to help boost your body's natural response to alcohol and help break down those toxins. It's made up of natural ingredients, antioxidants, and vitamins. You just take 2 capsules while you're drinking. If you're drinking a lot, you might want to double up and take 4.
Double up.
And you are literally good to go. I would go hiking the day after like big drinking nights, just because DHM really has you feeling like brand new. They come in convenient packets that are easy to share with friends and family while you're celebrating. You just pass them around, and it's a completely risk-free purchase. So if you aren't satisfied after taking the product, they'll give you your money back. It's a no-brainer. It's a complete no-brainer. So at least give it a shot, and if you don't like it, you'll get a refund. So we've got you 20% off of your first order. Just head over to nodayswasted.co. You might even want to throw that in yours.
Yeah.
And use promo code DIYS at the checkout, okay? One more time. That's nodayswasted.co, not com. And use our DIYS at checkout. If you have any questions, just send a message to nodayswastedco on Instagram. Did you do it?
Yes. So you enter the DIYS. It's on the very last page. It's on the payment page, and you enter it right there. And then they're gonna ask you about the billing address. Is it the same as shipping and all of that? And now click complete order. Boom.
Did you do 10-pack, 30-pack, or 60?
I did a 30-pack. I was like, I can't get caught without it no more. So
I'm with it. I'm gonna do that.
As soon as it says process, boom. Thank you, Tahir. Your order. Let me hide my address but you can see the thank you, Tahir. Boom. Oh man, some ad thing came up. Okay. But yeah, thank you, Tahir. Order's placed, because I cannot be messed up the next day. Look at PayPal. You just pay blah 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 to yourself. Yeah.
I just added the DIYS. That felt good.
Yeah, man.
I like promo codes.
Promo codes make a difference.
It was already pretty affordable. Now it's even moreable.
Yeah.
You don't have to use that slogan. That was
don't use that.
That was kind of bad.
But get yours today. You know what I'm saying?
All right, moving right along after the moving on like a hangover. Let's get into some dark stuff.
I'm with it. I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
Into the darkness. Did you know that in Toraja, Indonesia, I don't know if I said that right, people actually take their deceased loved ones out of the graves once a year to celebrate their lives. You see this dude is hugged up with one of his people.
No, that's not okay.
Yeah? You're not down to dig up old pop grandpa?
No, I don't like that at all. I don't like what's going on with that.
Yeah, I feel like the memory is should be enough, right?
Yeah, memories and pictures. Why would you want? No, I'm not. No.
Celebrate the memories. So no,
I'm pressing charges. Don't dig me up.
You guys down to dig a family member up just to?
That's another reason why I want to be cremated now. Just
so that never happens.
Never happens. Let's not do that. Let's not do that at all.
Okay. Another kind of darky. Well, I mean a dark story.
Wow, you just went there, huh?
I meant like a dark story.
Yeesh.
Interesting story. A priest was shot outside of a church. Which is a wild place for a priest to be shot, let alone if a priest ever gets shot. But yeah, a priest was shot outside of a church by lover's jealous husband.
So the priest was smashing somebody, and the husband of that somebody was like, "I'll show you," and killed him.
Yes, this was a French priest.
Okay,
so he was like, "Amen."
All right,
I guess. He was shot outside of his own church last week by the husband of his lover as he was closing it down for the night. So I guess he was locking up. Do you lock churches up?
Yeah.
You do, right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely you do.
It was the Greek Orthodox Church. So this was like a stern, serious church, you know? Because you can go into a black church and assume people are like smashing, you know, people are lively, you know, just like everybody's having fun and stuff. But those whole like, oh man, those ones, like, I don't really see a lot of interesting sex going on. But apparently there was a bit of a triangle. It says they thought the shooting was part of a terrorism plot. Nope. This was it says that the dude who got shot told them the real story after he woke up from his coma on Wednesday.
What's the real story? Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
He was critically wounded by the jealous husband of his lover, identified as 35-year-old Layla K, after he found out about their affair. But he said prior to the shooting, the father of two already submitted his resignation from the church. which sounds like something that was kind of just slid in there.
He's just letting you know, I was already on the way out before he even did all this. I knew I was wrong. I was trying to get my life right, so I was leaving, and Buddy gonna come up and shoot me anyway.
Right. I like how they labeled him as jealous husband. It was like it was an affair. Yeah. What are you talking about?
I mean, shooting is the ultimate display of jealousy, though. You look at my wife one more time, I'ma cut you. What you gonna do if I fuck you? I'll show you.
That's a wild like text or voicemail. I don't know how you catch a priest cheating, but can you imagine like going to church every Sunday and then just meeting the father like, hello, may the Lord be with you, and then that's a crazy text. I feel like they email. If you're in that type of lifestyle, I feel like you're emailing, you're cheating.
I mean,
French priest.
Everything has to be very platonic and very general. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say love a lot to people. Like, hey, love, how you doing? Like, with that, you can't even do that as a priest. You got to just like, my child. Everybody's my child, my child, my child.
Damn.
You don't want to lead nobody on.
But they were mid-30s, and he was 52. So imagine, like, you smashing father? That's crazy. And then he went to the church. He pulled up to the church and said,
women are attracted to older men, you know?
But the priest,
he's in a position of leadership. He's older. He's refined. He's a father. He ain't trying to get her pregnant, you know?
But you know that the husband had some intimate moments with him. Not, like that, but I'm just saying it's the pastor of your church. He probably was just like, oh, I'll pray for you. How is everything? How's the family? How's the, your wife's not pregnant, is she? Like all this, all this low key stuff that he was probably remembering afterwards, like that. Holy son of a bitch. Holy son of a bitch. Oh, wow. Jeff said he got captized.
Whew. All right. Well, I mean, that's one way to do it, Jeff.
Is that a goal for women? Is your side nigga the priest? The head priest? That's wild.
No, I don't think that's a goal for
In churches like this, is the priest like a pastor, the head one, or are there like multiple priests?
I don't know. I've never been to a Catholic church, and I've never really done the research on that, so I don't want to speak ignorantly on that.
I just realized I don't really even know exactly what a priest does. I feel like that word is in the white church. What priest means? Wow, who wrote that? A priest or priestess is a person authorized to perform the sacred rituals of a religion. Okay. I still don't know what that means in terms of the white church. I want to say that is a white pastor. Not white, but like, a pastor in the Catholic Church.
Yeah, not wrong, but...
Like in black churches, if you have a white pastor, that's pastor, right?
We just say pastor, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a couple deacons, you know what I'm saying, older members and stuff like that, and deaconess and women. But yeah, it's just pastor. It's just pastor.
I don't know like the specific terminology. Like I don't know the difference between like a bishop and a priest.
Yeah, a bishop I think is more like with Kojic and Southern Baptist. Like that's where I see bishops and stuff. I don't really see bishops.
We don't know these
things.
They
say archdiocese and stuff like that. I think in the Catholic Church or stuff like that.
We don't know these things. We just talk about them.
Yeah.
Do we talk about the guy who in Chicago who shot his girlfriend because she didn't cook breakfast?
Did we? Was that last week that we talked about that?
There's so much murder over ridiculous things. I feel like either we talked about this or I did a story on this.
Hold on. Did they say, Doke, you said we talked about it?
The breakfast?
Did
we talk about the breakfast?
That's just saying yes. Let me see if she just says it again. Because I remember the story, but I felt like I didn't have it on my own. So
that's why I didn't take it off the list because I don't know if we went into it. But that happened. A dude in Chicago shot his girlfriend because she didn't cook breakfast. I'm not going to go into it, but that happened. And then the last interesting thing I wanted to bring up was, do you remember Lori Loughlin? It seems like years ago, but with the whole USC scam and how all those white people were sent to prison, and there was like reports about them like trying to learn prison lingo and stuff before they went in.
So they made a whole movie about that, but that was before,
What?
Remember Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell?
Yeah. Exactly. So that literally happened to a couple of the stars of Full House, including the star Lori Loughlin, and we just got an update from her because she just started serving out her sentence in a California federal prison, and it's interesting. What's funny about this is that her source, her homie, told the press, Lori went into prison strong. She had her faith and the support of her family. But the first few days were daunting. Lori is a wreck behind bars. She said it's only 2 months, but she's dreading it. Her mind keeps telling her that something will go horribly wrong in prison or that her stay could be prolonged. Welcome to Black America.
Man.
Jesus Christ. It's funny because every statement is just so glaringly obvious. It's just like, I don't like it in here. I'm afraid something bad will happen or my time will be continued. That's prison.
Yeah. There are no I know rich people feel like, they are above the law and in some cases they get away with certain things, but Yeah. This time they're like, this is what jail is like. This is what it is.
It says that her and her fashion designer husband Massimo Giannulli pleaded guilty in May, paying a $500,000 bribe to help their daughters get into the University of Southern California. That's way too much money to get into U.S. That's okay, but she was sentenced to 2 months. And her husband received a 5-month sentence. So it's like, it's low-key time, like prison time. You shouldn't even be hearing any complaints from these people.
That's
like
the
2 and
smallest
5
amount.
months is so wild, but it's just
I feel like you can get more for that for trying to bribe a cop. Like, you always see the people get pulled over. It's like, oh, what'd you pull me over for, officer? Maybe Benjamin can do the talking. I'm like, you trying to bribe me? It's like, yes. I feel like you get more time for that type of foolishness
we
than
get more time for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just two completely different Americas, and it's that is a whole thing. All right, so last thing on the menu, I did want to go over this story, which is just really interesting. Scientists have actually developed a new test that can determine stress through, get this, your earwax. What?
Is it?
They can use your earwax to determine a person's stress level. This is an innovative method that can be performed at home without medical supervision. It will provide an inexpensive means of measuring the stress hormone cortisol within the body. Cortisol is a hormone that signals the brain whenever a person experiences a stressful situation. This brain signal will then trigger a person's instinctual response. So, Dr. Andre Herain-Vives of University College in London's Institute of blah, 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 published these findings. Cortisol sampling is notoriously difficult as levels of the hormones can fluctuate, so a sample might not be an accurate reflection of a person's chronic cortisol levels. But sampling methods themselves can induce stress and influence on the results. But these cortisol levels in earwax appear to be more stable, and with our new device, it's easy to take a sample and get it tested quickly, cheaply, and effectively. They had developed a special cotton swab for the study that will not go too far into the ear, ensuring no damage is done.
Right. Or you could just be like, shit, I'm stressed. Because, most of us know when we're stressed. You feel that shit in, like, your shoulders. The anxious feeling. You feel like you can't, like, relax. You basically know when you're stressed. Or you could do this $300 earwax test that I'm sure it costs something like that.
Some people need numbers to tell them, like, very obvious things. Like, and it might be just people who aren't really that stressed that just need, like, no, I am stressed. See, 97% not cortisol or whatever, however it is. But this is it's funny. Like, you can, your response was the comments response. It was just like, is this what they wasting their money on? Like, stress test. You can probably guess how stressed you are if you are in fact actually stressed.
Oh, okay. Well,
Earwax. Check your earwax. freezes your stress.
I'm not doing that.
No?
I'm not doing it. I know when I'm stressed, so just.
Hey, ask your earwax. Ask
I'm not
your earwax. Well, thank you guys so much. This has been yet another interesting episode of Damn Internet You Scary.
Facts.
We done covered everything from the election to earwax to digging up your dead family members.
Yeah, and even prank calls. So it was a good time. It was a good time.
Good time.
Yeah, don't forget. Make sure you listen to the beginning of the episode when you watch this. If you guys are watching it right now, in real time Monday for scary, so you guys can hear the whisper because it's
all the bars.
It's ridiculous.
The bars
anyway,
that were left.
Thank you guys so much for watching another episode. I'm Tahir Moore.
I'm Petra Cloud.
And we'll see you next week on another episode of Damn Internet. You scary.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.